Well, good morning. Trucker Todd here, and time for another video. Today's is not going to be trucking related, and for that reason I'm not even going to go through the spiel I normally do, but check down in the description below for a lot of great information. Give me a thumbs up and make sure you're subscribed and share this video. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about this. Now, let's move on to what today's subject is about. As I said, this one's not about trucking per se. Growing up, there was a lot of great car shows, let's call them, on TV. You had, Knight Rider. You had Dukes of Hazzard. You had all these great car shows. Even stuff like the Rockford Files. That car has become kind of famous. And so growing up, I remember seeing a show called The Fall Guy with Lee Majors, and he had a jacked up Chevy 4-wheel drive pickup, and I always thought it would be neat to have a jacked up pickup. Now, you guys know I'm a Ford guy, so it's not going to be a jacked up Chevy. I actually in high school had a 4-wheel drive pickup, but I never got to lift it or do those things to it. So while to some people this seems foolish, a waste of money, it's something I've wanted since I was a teenager, and I got an opportunity to do it. And so what we're going to do in this video, I'm going to show you my pickup before the modifications, and then I'll go back and show you the video after the modifications. I'm sure you can tell by my hat, Texas Tires in Lubbock did it. Now, they do offer financing options for guys if you want to do that, but it is more expensive. I chose to go the cheaper route, and I paid cash for everything. And that's really the way to go if you're going to do this. Don't strap yourself with a lot of debt. I looked at financing wheels and tires, and at some places it was over $10,000 that they were going to bank draft out of your account over time. And I did it for a fraction of that, just by saving my money and paying cash. So let's jump right in and take a look at the truck before the modifications. Here we go.
And this is why I do this, why I'm out here, why I keep that hammer down, flying by these road signs with home on my mind, with these wheels turning round, for my family and for my kids, for this life I wanna live. And this is why I do this.
So this is my 2014 F150 with the EcoBoost engine in its stock form. The only modification that we've done to it so far is back here. I've put a pipes exhaust on it, and they don't spell it traditionally, so I'll show you the sticker if anybody's interested in it. Now, the deal about these trucks, they're never going to sound like a V8, and this makes it as good as it can sound without it being a V8. She's gonna crank it so you can hear it. Here's the revved up. So it sounds better, but you can still tell it's a 6-cylinder. And I did do the Tiger running boards, or rock sliders, whatever you want to call them. And I really like those. They're a nice heavy running board, built real good. She's in sideways. And so now let's go inside real quick and take a look at the wheels that we'll be using. These are the upgraded wheels that we opted to go with. It's a 20-inch rim, 35 by 12.5. The rims are a gear off-road rim, and the tires are a general grabber I don't know if you'll be able to see that, General. And so we're real excited to see what it looks like. I bought the rims brand new, bought the tires used, got a really good deal on them off of Facebook Marketplace. Fairly aggressive tread, looks like it still has a lot left on it. And so next I'll show you what the finished product looks like. Okay, now that you've seen what the truck looked like prior to the modifications, now let's take a look at it after the modifications. Now this is with a McGoy 6.5-inch lift kit, and I put 35-inch by 12.5-inch by 20-inch tires on it. So the tires are 35, the rims a 20, and then the width of the tire is 12.5. All right, here we go. Here's what it looks like now. And then after this, I'll come back with some final thoughts. And here it is after the lift. This is a 6.5-inch McGowie lift kit. It was on back order for about 3 months. It just came in. The wheels I got from another place here in town. And so we're pretty happy with the setup. One thing that makes a McGowie a little different, I'll show you a couple of things. Here's a big one that makes it really noticeable. Under there, the cross member says McGowie on it. It is powder coated silver. The other thing that this lift kit had that I really wanted was the kicker bars. And of course, there's the kicker bars. It does come with, you can see there's some components up here that's been replaced. You can see down there a little more. The other thing is in the back. The shocks have been redone. You'll see, I don't know how well you can see it, but there's the McGowie shocks. They just had to do light trimming on the front up here. There was a little bit of rubbing right here on the rubber or plastic or whatever it is, and they did have to trim on both sides to keep it from rubbing. Ride is about the same as stock ride. Obviously with the big tires it's a little bumpier, but not bad. We're really happy with it. And so just wanted to show you guys this. And then now we'll break away and I'll give you my final thoughts about everything. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that view of what my pickup looks like now. I wanted to tell you a little bit about it as far as ride quality, fuel economy, things like that. I do anticipate a little bit of a drop in fuel economy. I haven't really got to drive it enough yet to see how much of a drop. As far as towing and everything for my travel trailer, I actually talked to McGoy's. They're based in San Diego, and they don't anticipate me having a large drop in towing, mainly because the back is lifted with blocks, and so it shouldn't be a problem. And so we're really excited about that. Ride quality, it rides real close to as it did as stock. I know that's hard to believe with those bigger tires and stuff on it, but it's really not a bad ride. You do hear the road noise from the tires because it's got mud terrain tires on it now, and at some point I'll probably go to an all-terrain tire. I really like the BF Goodrich KO2s, and at some point I'll probably go back to something like that. Still of an aggressive looking tread, but something that is a little quieter going down the highway. But needless to say, we're super happy with it. We're really proud of it. You know, I've said in other videos, it's important to have goals and things to work towards. And, you know, your goals may be far different from mine. One of the things that's in our future plans is to take a cruise. I've always wanted to take a cruise. Obviously, we can't do it right now because of the pandemic. But once things level off and return to normal, that's something we'll be looking at doing too. What's next for the pickup? At some point we'd like to get a tuner and definitely a cold air intake. Cold air intake is probably next. It'll make the engine sound a little better, and because those EcoBoosts have mountains of power, they don't sound great. It sounds like an angry Honda. So probably next would be the cold air intake and then the tuner, but we'll probably wait a few months to do stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. I've got a load I've got to deliver today. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. We'll see you hopefully on Wednesday. Take care. Bye-bye.